Right. Cool. Thank you so much. Right on. Excited about today, Abhishek?
Yes, I am too.
About I didn't hear what you said earlier. Should we get to know each other? I don't know anyone here. How about we do a quick round of introduction?
People can start introducing themselves. Who want to introduce themselves? I can unmute them, and then later on I can mute them. So anybody, please in the chat box who want to start a conversation.
अब अभी 5 मिनट के सबको unmute कर दो ना. It's okay. Then when we begin, then we can manage that.
Okay, fine.
Right. Cool. Hi Shiv. Hi Ankur. Hi Saurabh, Harish, Keyur, Shaswat, Shilpa.
So guys, you people can unmute yourself, and like you can, anybody who wants to start conversation with Paritosh, they can. And let me tell you guys, this is a super golden opportunity to talk with Paritosh like right now. So we don't get Paritosh's time like this, and it's a golden opportunity for you guys. So we'll be starting in 2 more minutes. Until then, anybody who wants to start a conversation with Paritosh, most welcome.
No one. It's just you and me.
Okay, so after this, let me tell you, after this session, you people will be like beating your heads at why haven't you like started conversation with Paritosh. So I can bet that. I can bet that.
Don't set the expectation so high. But you know what? I'd like to get to know the guys because
okay.
One of the things, guys, I like to do is I like to make the conversation relevant for the people who are in the room, and you guys are in the room, right? So can I get to know you guys a little bit? I'm going to tell you about myself, but can I get to know you guys? Ankur, could we start with you? Could you tell us about yourself, please?
Sir, I already know.
Sorry?
You already know me. I have done your I have done your NRPN programs.
Oh, when did you do
it? July 2019.
All right. Okay. Cool. But what does that do? Just remind me.
At V Club, Gurgaon.
Yeah. Cool. What does that you do, Ankur? Tell me about yourself, please. Remind me once.
Basically, sir, I am an architect and I am running a construction industry. And I am also come to you for one-to-one meeting for 35 minutes.
All right. Cool.
And Abhishek is my just cousin. He's my cousin brother.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Cool.
I have only joined for a conversation between for your not for conversation, just only for hearing you.
All right. Cool. I'm glad that you came in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
So Paritosh, I guess we should start, and I'm getting messages on Facebook as well. Like we are live as well. So okay. I guess we should start the session. So guys, let me formally introduce Paritosh to you. And Paritosh, so I'm just telling you that Paritosh is one guy who changed. So let me first mute all. Who changed me, who changed my life, and who changed the way I do business. Now, I am, so let me tell you, I'm very overwhelmed right now to host Paritosh. So just forgive me if I do something wrong. And let me tell you, I attended his program 3 years back. And I was not the same person after 3 days I was before. And you people will be experiencing the same thing in the next 60 minutes. And I can bet that this 60 minutes will change your life and the way you people do business and the way you people network. And you'll be able to like activate your network, the existing network, and you'll be able to generate business from that same network. And now Paritosh is coming up with the same program as well. So we'll be discussing about that at the end. And till then you have to be here with us. So now I would like Paritosh to like handle the show. So over to you, Paritosh. Yes. Welcome, most welcome, Paritosh. And thank you so much for accepting my invitation to be
Well,
here.
pleasure's mine. It's my privilege as well. Good to be speaking, everyone. So, guys, as we're getting started, can I make one request to everyone that you guys turn your cameras on? Right, I've got out of 13 people, we've got 4 cameras on. It'll be helpful to have the rest, and let me tell you why. So there are 2 reasons. जब आपका कैमरा ऑन होता है ना, तो we get to see you, we get to see your reactions, right? We get energy from you, we take energy from you, and we then give it back to you with the program that we're running today, right? So the more value you want from it, the more participation, the more you participate in it, the more value you'll get from it. That's number 1. So please turn on your cameras. And reason number 2 is that when your camera is off, right, you know that you're not 100% present. Okay. And the way I like to work is that I believe that we need to be doing the very best we can in any moment. Whatever we're doing, right, we need to do the very best. And your camera's off. You're probably on Facebook right now, parallelly. You're probably doing some work, having some food, cutting some vegetables. I don't know what you're doing, right? But leave that for the next 60, 90 minutes. Come here 100%. Let's create something amazing today, right? And we'll be able to do that collectively. So I want to acknowledge Shiv, Ankur. Ankur's camera was on. It's gone off now while I was requesting. Cool. And then we've got Redmi 9A. Redmi 9A, I don't know what your name is, but thank you so much. All right, cool. Never mind. So Harsh, Saurabh, Keyur, Shaswat, Shilpa, Som, Smita, Dipain, Dilip. It'll be great if you guys can turn your cameras on. It'll be amazing, right? Cool. So that's my request. It's on you whether you want to honor it or not. Okay, cool. I'll get started. So the workshop that we're running today, it's called How to Activate Your Network, right? I'm gonna briefly bring in my presentation. It'll come aayegi jayegi. Okay, I'm not gonna keep this on. Boring presentation nahi hai isme. Okay. As we're starting with this, right, I want you to understand there's a concept called return on time, right? Return on time is far more important than return on investment. And the reason for that is that your business can go and come back, your career can go and come back, your money can go and come back, right? But time is a linear thing. It travels in one direction. If it's gone, it's gone. So if you're here, be 100% here. Because it's a question of you investing 60 rupees. It's not a question of money, right? It's not a question of anything else, but it's a question of you investing time from your life that you're not going to get back from anywhere else. So I want you to become very selfish for the next 60 minutes and be 100% present and set that intention that I'm here, I'm going to get some value from this, right? Because far too many times in life, guys, we're doing things in which we're not 100% present. We start things with doubt, ki chalo chalte hain, dekhte hain, kya hota hai, right? And anything that we start with doubt doesn't pan out, right? So investing your time, be 100% present, stay here with an intention of getting value from this session. दो 50% है आज के session के success होने में. एक मेरा है. उसमें I have to give value to you, right? I have to make sure कि आप जो time invest कर रहे हो, उस time का आपको return मिले, right? और second 50% आपका है, where you have to ensure that you're getting value. You should be here with an intention कि आज के session से I will take at least one thing away that I'm going to implement in my life. If you take away one thing and you actually implement it, the investment that you're making, the investment of time that you're making in the session is going to be successful, right? And if you're not taking anything away, and it becomes one of those modern day satsang conversations that a lot of trainers are doing these days, right? If it becomes one of those, it's no value of your time. So be here, be 100%. And if you can't be, then I would recommend that you leave this and do whatever you're doing, but do that 100%, right? Cool. So 1, become fully present. 2, set an intention of getting value. 3, remove all the distractions for the next 60 minutes, right? You're working on something else, you let it go. If you've got emails open, you're working parallelly on something, let everything go and be 100% present here. And once you've done these 3 things, number 1, fully present, intention of return, and distractions removed. Then I want you to go to the chat box and type this in. And oh, I was just going to send this to you, Abhishek, but right. Type this in, 100% present. This is your confirmation to me that you're ready to get something exciting here today, right? Okay, cool. Got it from Shaswat. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Absolutely. Shiv, thank you. What about others? Come on, guys. Hello, hello. All right, cool. We've got it from Harsh as well. Brilliant. Keep it coming, guys. Yes, in or out. One action. Focus on one thing. Absolutely, Shiv. That's the secret to success, right? Too many times we're trying to do too many things and we don't end up doing anything well, right? The success comes from focusing on one. Kayur, brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you for turning your camera on, Kayur, as well. Good to see you. Keep the camera on during the session. Brilliant. Now, cool. Okay. The pain, brilliant. Awesome. Thank you so much. Right. Now, guys, you committed, and my intention today is to help you understand, one, that there's a far more potential in your existing network that you can imagine, and two, and this is where this workshop is going to become different, is actually help you take action during this session itself. Okay, I'm not just going to give you gyan. I'm going to give you a little bit of gyan, get you to take a little bit of action, give you a little bit of gyan, get you to take a little bit of action, so that you've actually created some success in real world by the time you are done with this session, right? That's the intention here. Cool. Now let's jump in. Tell me this. Today, if we can help you do three things, if we can help you figure out what are those things you can do that can help you activate your network. What does that mean? That means that हम सबके network में ऐसे लोग हैं who should be knowing more about us, right? Who should be trusting us more. But because of our gap that we're not able to stay in touch with them, but because of other things, then they don't know, right? So if I could help you activate your network, if I could help you create a stronger connect with the people in your network that you really should be strongly connected with. And number three, if I could help you create new opportunities from your network today itself, and all of these three things during this session, how would that be? Give me your answer in the chat box. Agar ye teen cheezein hum aaj kar sakein, to would that be a good use of your time? Abhishek, I won't be able to see the response of people on Facebook. Do you want me to parallelly open that?
No, I'll check that out.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. I'm getting some messages. Yeah, Shiv is saying that's going to be return on time. Others, how would that be for you? Tell me. Waiting for some responses, guys. Come on. Okay, quick check. From a language perspective, I forgot to do that. I always do this in the beginning. Guys, what language would you prefer this session? English, Hindi, or Hinglish? What would you prefer this in? Abhishek, I think we should keep it English. Oh, Priya says English only. Okay, cool. So if there's one person English only, then we'll keep it English. Okay, cool. Done. So with the intention of return on time, let's get started. Number one, guys, let's understand the basic fundamental. What is the basic fundamental behind this workshop? Behind every workshop, there's one core fundamental, right? And that fundamental is a realization that our network has a lot of potential, right? But we don't know how to leverage that. And that's because we're not able to stay in touch with our network. Let me ask you this one question. And you don't really have to answer it, but just think about it in your mind. When was the last time you went and met your most important customer when you did not have any work with them? Only to build relationship. I'm talking about your most important customers or most important relationships. When was the last time you went there? Or the second question is, do you feel hesitation in reaching out to your customers and asking for business referrals, asking them to introduce you to their network? Do you feel hesitation on that? If the answer to any of these two questions is, let's say answer to the first question is, I haven't gone in a very long time, or answer to the second question is, I feel a lot of hesitation, right? Then you're missing out on a huge, huge possibility, right? Thanks, Shashwat. Thanks, Priya. Thank you for your feedback here, right? Now, the thing is this, we've gotten too busy. We've gotten too busy in trying to do what we do that we have lost track of what we are trying to achieve. Our relationships are very important. You know this. I'm sure you know this. That's why you're here in this workshop, that your relationships are very, very important for you. But we've gotten so lost in doing our day-to-day things, right, that we have missed out on what we're trying to do, why we're doing it, and how important are our people, right? Now, Abhishek, quick question. Everybody here is a business owner? Would you know?
Paritosh, maximum of here are business owners.
Okay, cool.
So there will be few who are professionals.
Working professionals as well. Cool. Got it. Thank you so much. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you, Priya, for letting me know. Now, get this. Business is supposed to be done on a simple philosophy. That is least effort and highest return. Yeah, it's very important that you understand this, right? That what are those things in which you can put the least amount of effort and get the highest amount of return? High effort and high return is not a good business proposition, right? You want to run a good business, start asking yourself that where can I invest least amount of effort and where can I get highest amount of return? And networking is one of the topmost things that works on least effort and highest return. How? Let me explain. If you are able to go to your customers and generate new business opportunities from them, you have no marketing cost, you have no advertising cost, right? All you have is a little bit cost of travel, right? And the business that comes from the introduction of customers is the highest likely to close business. When your customers refer you, that's the highest likely to close business. It's a least negotiation. It is the fastest converting business, because a customer who has used your product or services, who believes in you, is referring you and is referring with that confidence, right? So if you want to generate business, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do sales. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do marketing. Of course you should do all of those things, right? But not at the cost of ignoring your existing network, not at the cost of doing business in a way that takes very little effort. So networking needs to be a priority for you. Okay. Can you relate me with this? Relate with what I'm saying right now? Can you relate? If yes, if you can relate with it, type in yes in the chat box. Okay. Shaswat, thank you for saying absolutely got this. Shilpa, thank you. Brilliant. Love to have your feedback here, guys. Very important. All right. Cool. Thank you, Shiv. Thank you, Keo. Brilliant. Good. Okay. Now let's continue ahead. So that's the fundamental. Fundamental is we have a lot of potential in our existing network, and we need to know how to leverage that, right? And to leverage that, the first step that we have is that we need to activate our network. Okay. So let's understand about activate. Now, network has a hierarchy. Abhishek, I am also logged in from another device. Can you also make that a host? Because I want to share, I want to use the Scribble board, right? And there's a very, very important hierarchy I want to explain to you that networking has. All right, thank you. Got this. Oh, this is not giving me a whiteboard option, Abhishek, for some reason. That's very strange. I'm saying bookmark, website, box, Google Drive. Oh, I don't know why is that happening. Okay, never mind. So we'll make the most of what we. So networking has a hierarchy. The most important network that you have is the network for business owners, is the network of your customers, right? And then the referrals of the customers, and then your open network, right? That is the hierarchy of networking. So which means that the biggest amount of priority that you should be giving is you should be giving it to your customers. Then the second most priority you should be giving it to getting the referrals from your customers. And third priority you should be giving to your open network. But the mistake that we make is that we give the most amount of priority to our open network, very little to the referral, and then remaining whatever is left, we give that to our customers. How many times has this happened with you that you've actually forgotten about your customers after getting them onboarded? We do that so many times that we only talk to them when there is work or when we have to collect payment. Otherwise, there's actually no relationship with most of our customers, right? Yes, Shashwat, thank you so much. I'm glad that you can relate with this, right? These are the mistakes we're making, Shashwat. And what's happening is we make these mistakes unintentionally. It's not that we want to make these mistakes, but we are making them, right? Cool. Now let's look at this. Tell me this, do you agree that most people in your network do not even fully understand what you do? Would you agree to this? If you agree, type in yes in the chat box. That most people in your network, their friends, their relatives, so many people that you connected on Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., they don't even understand fully what you do. Would you agree to this, right? Yeah, Shilpa, Shashwat, Dipen, thank you so much for the response, right? Now, if they do not, thank you, Shiv. If they do not understand what you do, how can they ever refer you? Now, that's the open network. Just pay, you're putting in the most effort, but that network understands you the least. And your customers who understand your business the most and have the potential of giving the highest converting business opportunities, you give the least value to that network. It doesn't make sense, right? So we have to change that. Now, how do we activate our network? We activate our network. There's a science to do that, okay? And I call it people science. Now, I want to give this example. Let's say right now, Kapil Sharma comes in on this call, the comedian Kapil Sharma, he comes on this call and he cracks a joke, right? Most of us are going to laugh. Why is that? This is because Kapil Sharma understands that on what kind of input people give an output, on what kind of input do people come around and laugh. So there's a certain trigger and people respond. Right. Hi, Ashish, good to see you again. All right. So he knows that. And similarly, human beings have a science. You give a certain input and they will respect you. Give a certain input and they will refer you. Give a certain input, they will like you. Human beings have a science. And the science to activate your network is to actually tell them two things, right? Exactly what you do, number one, and number two, that you are good at what you do. And I want to ask you, are you good at what you do? Right? If you are, type in good in the chat box. I want to see how many people believe that they are good at what they do. Type good in the chat box if you believe you're really good at what you do. I like that, Abhishek. Abhishek is saying super good. Yeah. Ashish says good. Shiv says good. Brilliant. What about the other people? Right? Shaswat, Harsh, very good. Thank you so much. Now, Kayur is also saying very good. Ankur, fantastic. Now tell me this, guys. If you are good at what you do, then shouldn't people be working with you? Shouldn't people get to work with good people? Tell me that, right? Absolutely, yes. Abhishek, Ankur, I completely agree that you guys are saying yes. And I also agree that, yes, Kayur, thank you. You guys are good at what you do. People should be working with you. But if they don't know what is that you do exactly, and if they don't know how good you are at what you do, how will they work with you? How will they refer you? Right. So I want to show you how you can start activating your network. Okay. And for this, I'm going to give you an exercise. In the next 2 minutes, I want you to write down three things that have three very good things, very positive things that have happened in your business in the last 1 year. In the year of COVID, right? Three very positive things that have happened in your business over the last 1 year? Right? Write this down. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Do this now, please. And once you've written those 3 things, please put them in the chat box as well. Shashwat says, sustained without any pay cuts, retain customers, added new clients. Okay, good, very good. Shilpa says, better processes, better accounting, better networking as compared to previous years. Very good, Shilpa, very good. Right. Kayur says, international lead generated. Kayur, that's 1. Give me 2 more, 3 things. Right. Priya says, not sure if it is good or bad, but I've decided to wind up and move to a different location, was able to find the bleeding points. That is very good. Priya, if you were able to find bleeding points, that was very good. Right. Ankur says, price as per your desire, safety norms, you know how to work with limited resources. Very good. Cool. Now see, these are great things. Okay. Now what I want you to do is take these 3 things. Okay, so Abhishek says 0 budget digital marketing concept. Amazing, right? Abhishek, 2 more. I need 2 more. Need 3 things. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take these 3 things and convert it into a message, right? Into a post, into a Facebook post. And then I want you to post it on Facebook, right? But I want to show you how it's going to look like, right? So the thing is this. Your network needs to know what do you do. It needs to know that you are good at what you do. And people respond to emotion. So when you are going to take this message, turn it into a post and just tell your network that, guys, I just want to share what a year this has been, right? This happened, this happened, this happened. We shut our old location, found new bleeding points, came to a new place, and we're all set to conquer 2021. Need your blessings, right? Create a message like that and post it. People are going to start noticing you again, right? People are going to say, oh yeah, you know what, this person does this. And when you're writing that, somebody says, we start getting international projects, international leads, right? They're going to start, oh, you start getting international leads, right? I want to show you this in action. One of my participants in my, one of these workshops that I'd done earlier was a gentleman called Vivek Pathak. Vivek is my cousin. He had come and attended my workshop. And when I asked him to put this message up, this is what he put. I want to show you this. This is actually his profile, right? Sorry. So he put in this message where he's saying, I'm super happy and delighted to share and many thanks to the Almighty that we have moved 80% of mutual funds distribution business model and our insurance business online. Okay. Helping in greater synergies, cost reduction, and above all, super high value creation for our clients. Okay. And then he's being vulnerable. He's adding emotion in it. And he's saying, after much procrastination, worked and managed to move the most of our consultation operations online. Tech is so much important. Glad I started learning digital tech. That's all the message he posted. No sale. Please notice there is 0 sale in this message. You want to see what's the response? Abhishek, do you want to see what's the response on this? Yeah? Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Right. He's got 135 reactions. There are 100 comments. And if any one of you knows Vivek Pathak by any chance, if you do, please call him and ask. He got 4 to 5 new clients only because of this, just because of this post in which there is 0 sale. And he created a huge recall value in the eyes of 100 people, right, who commented, had said, good job, great going. So now there are people within his network that know that he's doing good work. He's with the times, he's moving ahead. Okay. So now this is what I want you to do as well. I'm giving you 2 minutes time, right? Quickly take the 3 things that you have written, turn them into a message and post them on your Facebook right now. And once you're done, please go to the chat box and write done. I'm waiting for you. 2 minutes to do this now, please. I'm excited to see. Hi, Shiv. Can you hear us now? I got a message from Shiv saying that he cannot hear us. Shiv, can you hear me? If you can't, then how will you answer that question? That's a silly question. Hi, Shiv. Can you hear me? Shiv, can you hear me? No? Okay. Abhishek, can you hear me? Okay, cool. Right, 1 more minute to go, guys. Okay, cool. Got it, Priya. Thank you. Priya, did you hear what's the task right now? The task that I've given to everyone? Okay, so Priya, what I did was I just told everyone to take the 3 points that they have written, right? Which are the 3 best things that have happened to you in the last 1 year in your business. Turn that into a Facebook post and post it on Facebook. I showed an example. I'm going to show you that example again. Right, this is example of one of the participants who attended the session. Right, he took 3 things, converted into this message, and posted it. Right, and look at the reactions response that he got. And he called me and told me that he's got I think maybe 3 or 4, even probably 5, I don't remember the exact number, clients because of this one post. Right, so it's our responsibility to remind our network that we exist and that we are good at what we do. It's our responsibility to do that. Okay, so very quickly create a post like this, go to Facebook, put it up, and then go to the chat box and type in done. Okay, right, so Abhishek's done. Fantastic. I'm waiting for others to do this too. Come on, do this, guys. Cool. One more minute, very quickly.
So guys, one thing I'm seeing that most of the people have turned off their cameras. So I would request you people to just turn on the cameras, because let me tell you, the engagement that we'll be able to do with you people will be amazing, and you'll be getting amazing value out of this. And Paritosh, thank you so much for this activity. Let me tell you, I was reluctant to post this thing because of perfection. So
Yeah.
now I remember, like, workable, not perfect. You
Functional, not perfect.
functional, not
Yes.
perfect. Yes.
Functional, not perfect.
So I posted after 2 days. I had to post this on 31st, but yes, I'm posting it right now. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. I am glad.
Guys, please turn on your cameras. It will literally benefit you amazingly. Please, please, please.
Harsh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Harsh.
All right, cool. Done. So I'll continue. So Abhishek done, Shiv done. Other people keep updating me on the status. Okay. So now remember, guys, I just said something earlier. Done, Kaywood, thank you so much. Now, it is your responsibility to keep your network updated about you. Remember this, right? Your network doesn't have time to remember many things about you. It is your responsibility to keep them updated about you. And social media is a crazy, amazing tool to do that. And like I said earlier, if you are good at what you do, right? If you are good at what you do, right? It's very important that you let your network know what are the good things that are happening in your business. So once a month, maybe once every 2 months, maybe once every quarter, whatever works for you, right? Go put out a message on your Facebook and keep reminding your network about what you do. It's very important, right? Just by doing this, a small, simple post, right? Business can start coming in for you. That's all it takes, right? Cool. Now, let's go to the next part. Let's go to connect, right? We've so far covered activate. We've spoken about how do we activate our network. We've discussed that our network is there. We're not staying in touch. We're not reaching out to them. We're not reminding them that, hey, guys, here we are, right? So that's our responsibility. Now let's go to connect. Now for connect, what I want you to do is I want you to write down on a piece of paper on the left side, I want you to write down the names of your most important customers. On one piece of paper on the left side, write down names of your most important customers. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do this, please. Do this right away. Right, done? Okay, now, remember this, that I just did a session today right now. I came from another session. It was a 4-hour session. It's a workshop that I run called Business Basics, right? And I run this for people who are my client. I don't do it outside openly, right? But in that workshop, I was saying this, that one of your most important assets in your business is your customers, existing customers, right? These are the people that we often ignore. We don't reach out, we don't relate, we don't connect, we don't build a relationship. Now, what's even more important than your customers is your top customers, people who pay you the most money. And I've asked you to write down the names of your top customers. Okay. So now in front of each customer, I want you to write what is that you can do to take your relationship with them just one step above. Don't really think of doing anything big. So can you give them a call and just say, hey, I called to check, how are you doing? Is everything okay? Everybody's safe at home. Can you say to them that I want to come and meet you for a cup of coffee? No strict agenda. I just want to have a conversation, right? Or can you send them a message saying that even though we've not been in touch for a very long time, I just wanted to say hi, and I hope everything's going well for you, right? Or can you invite them to dinner? In front of each customer, I want you to write down what can you do with them that will help you take your relationship to the next level, right? I'm just going to give you 2 minutes. Please do that right now. Once you're done, please type it down in the chat box. Right, Prerna done. Fantastic. Thank you, Prerna. On the left side, names of your most important customers. And on the right side, what is that you can do to take your relationship with them to the next level? Right? Okay, you're done. Shiv, fantastic. Brilliant. Cool. So guys, keep it coming, right? Fantastic, Shilpa. Now, guys, what I want you to do is right after this session is over, Abhishek, brilliant. Right after the session's over, I want you to take action. Right? I want you to take action. So, which means that if you have to send them a message that, hey, I want to come and meet you, that you do this today itself. Right? You don't leave it for later. Right? Remember, let me ask you this. Has this ever happened with you that one of your customers went away and you thought, yeah, you found yourself wishing, yeah, only if I had a better relationship with them, they won't have gone. Ever happened with you? Yeah. At some point in time or the other, it's happened with many of us, right? So now, yeah, absolutely, Shiva, I understand. Prerna, thank you so much for acknowledging. The honesty is amazing, guys. Keep this coming, right? Now, do we have to keep making the same mistake again? Do we just keep realizing after the customer has gone? Please understand that if you have a strong relationship with the customer, it makes it very difficult for them to leave you. And if you have a good relationship, and in that good relationship, even if you make a mistake, they will be patient with you, they will forgive you. But if you don't have a good relationship, they'll leave you the moment somebody comes with a two rupee cheaper price. Right? So what I want you to do is be very smart about business, running a business, okay? Run business with intelligence, with strategy. Shilpa, thank you so much. Okay, you're brilliant, right? So what I want you to do is right after this session, reach out to those guys, take the next step. If it means giving them a phone call, give them a phone call. If it means sending them a message, send a message. If it means fixing a meeting, then go fix a meeting. Do stop waiting for that day to come that they're going to leave you, and you will find yourself wondering, oh my God, why I did not build a stronger relationship with them. Don't make that mistake, especially if you made it in the past. Right? So create a stronger connect. Right? And step 3, let's go to step 3, which is create. Right? Let's look at how can we create strengthen the opportunities that we have. How can we better the opportunities that we have at our hand? Okay, so for the create part, for the third part, what I want you to do is on left side of your page, on one piece of paper, left side of the page, write down the names of your prospects, the people that are currently are your people or companies that are your prospects right now. So prospects are people, very clearly, you know that, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm sharing this. Prospects are people or companies that you're talking to about your business, but they've not yet become your clients. Okay, so write their names on a piece of paper on the left side. I'm giving you 1 minute to do this. All right, cool, done. Now here's the thing, guys, understand the mistakes that we make with following up with our prospects include this, that sometimes we come in ego. We call them once, twice, thrice, they don't answer, and we come in ego and we're like, don't I have anything better to do, right? Or we start delaying that. We're like, okay, I'll do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. Or we end up forgetting following up with them, right? So ego could be one reason, right? And then just one moment. Yeah, so reason number 1 is ego. Reason number 2 is procrastination. Reason number 3 is forgetting. Reason number 4 is coming into fear. Am I following up too much? Could I be rubbing them the wrong way? Will I end up offending them if I follow up with them too much? Right. So what I want you to do is look at each prospect one at a time. And if your follow up with them is not hampered, is not spoiled because of ego, fear, delay, or forgetting, if you're doing the right follow-up in front of them, put a tick mark, right? And if your follow-up with them is getting affected because of you, because you've come into ego and you're not following up because of ego, or because you've come into fear that, oh, should I follow up so much? And what if they end up getting offended, right? Or you are delaying it for some reason, for any reason, that, okay, I'll do it today or I'll do it tomorrow, or you've forgotten to follow up with them, then put a cross in front of them. Okay, do this right now. So if you're doing the right follow-up, put a tick mark. And if you're doing wrong follow-up, which means you're coming in ego, fear, forgetting, or delaying, then put a cross in front of them, right? And once you're done with that, then what I want you to do is first do that. I'll give you a minute to do this. Fine. So, Prerna, yes, see exactly this. This is what I want you to understand, that it takes a lot of time, effort, and money to bring someone to a level that they can become our prospect, and then we spoil our own success by giving into these dramas, right? Absolutely, Shiv. And I knew this is the reality of, unfortunately, this is the reality of most of us, that we know we need to be following up with them, but we end up going into these stories, ego, fear, delaying, forgetting. And we're running business because we want a customer, and the thing that follow-up is the thing that gets us that customers. We do that wrong, right? So now what's the action here? Here is that tomorrow morning you're going to take control of all your follow-up actions, right? You're going to stop giving into excuses. You're going to stop giving into reasons. You're going to become a professional, work like a professional, and start following up with these people, these prospects. Does this make sense, guys? If this conversation is making sense, type in yes in the chat box, please. All right, Shilpa, thank you. Can I hear from others as well? Abhishek, brilliant. Got it, Shiv, thank you so much. Shaswat, brilliant. Cool. Now, guys, I have one question for you. I want to ask you this. Tell me this. What are your top 3 challenges in networking as of today? Your biggest 3 networking challenges as of today. I want you to type those in the chat box, right? What are your top 3 networking challenges? Okay, so Shiv says 1 is timely follow-up. Shiv, give me 2 more. Okay, Shilpa says shortage of time to keep in touch. Okay, Shiv says unscheduled practices. Okay, a lot of time goes into random actions. I understand that. What else, guys? Give me more. Give me 3 each. Okay, procrastination. I get it, absolutely. Stuck in operations, not able to hit the right message. I completely understand that, Shiv. Okay, Shaswat, I get it. Procrastination is the biggest. Brilliant. Cool. Give me more, guys. Top 3 networking challenges. Here says conversation issues, delay to convince customer. Okay, don't feel the need sometimes, but it is important. Okay, it's IP. Okay. All right. Prerna says time, prioritizing in network to get in touch, and procrastination. Cool. Now, guys, what if I told you that all of these challenges that you've listed are very easy to overcome? And what if okay, let me ask you this question. What could happen if you could overcome these challenges in next 6 months or a year? I'm saying 6 months or a year. I'm taking very long time, right? I'm not saying next few weeks, but let's say in the next couple of months, let's say in the next 3 months, you could overcome these challenges. What could happen? What's the outcome of that in your business? What will happen? Tell me that, please. Absolutely, Prerna, I completely agree. Better network, better business. Abhishek says wonders will happen, very truly, right? Shiv says double the business, high goodwill, better market share. Great confidence, right? Absolutely, guys. Right. So now tell me this, guys. If I had a way to help you with these challenges, would it be okay if I tell you about it? I have a workshop that is coming up on 9th, 10th, and 11th of April that is going to tremendously help you turn your game around when it comes to networking. It is the only of its kind workshop in the world. There is no other workshop in the world like this in the area of networking. Will it be okay if I took 2 minutes and told you about it so that you could make a decision whether you want to come for this workshop? Would that be okay? If yes, please type yes in the chat box. I'll only like to do this if you are interested. Right? Okay. So Shilpa says yes. Keiru says yes. Abhishek, yes. Okay. Dinesh says yes. Cool. Okay. Done. So guys, this workshop that I'm doing, it's called New Rules of Professional Networking, right? We're saying, so we're technically saying that we're changing the rules of networking, right? We're making you the champion of the game. Okay. This is a virtual workshop, which means you can attend it from anywhere. You could be in your home, in your office, you could be in Delhi, Bombay, Dubai, anywhere. You could attend this online. Okay. And then this is going to happen from 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon each day. But this is not the kind of workshop like this where you'll be sitting and doing. Right? This is a workshop in which you will be jumping, you will be dancing, you'll be doing a lot of exercises, you'll be taking action. You'll be doing a lot of networking. You'll be breaking away into groups multiple times over the 3 days, networking with people, practicing what you're learning with the people. You'll make friends, a lot of friends there, right? So this is that kind of workshop. Now, like I said, this is a virtual program, right? In which the entire focus is on helping you change your networking game. Now, let me tell you, why should you be attending it? What's the reason? The reason that you should attend this workshop is this, that eventually everything runs on relationships, right? I always say this, that you can get a customer from anywhere. You could get a customer from lead generation, you get a customer from marketing, from sales, from advertising, from seminars, conferences, exhibitions, right? You could get the customer from anywhere, but the customer is going to stay with you on relationships, right? You can hire good people, but if you can't lead them properly, if you can't build a great relationship, they're not going to stick with you, right? You'll need a good network, a good support system to help you in the times where you'll need the help, where you'll need mentor, where you'll need support, where you might need investments, right? Networking is everything. That's reason number one, you should be attending this. And reason number two that you should attend this is this, that you have a network that has a lot of potential, but you're not able to leverage it, right? So these are the two of the biggest reasons that you should really, really consider attending this workshop, right? And now let me tell you what happens in these 3 days. Jab aap is workshop mein aage, when you'll be there, over the course of 3 days, what kind of topics are we covering? Okay, so on day one, we will talk about success secrets of master networkers. I've been studying some of the best networkers in the world for the last 10 years, right? What is that they know? Why is that they are able to network so well, create their business and career so well, despite being a lot more busy than us? What is that they know, right? So we'll talk about that. Then second thing we'll talk about is how do you become a magnet that people start coming to you instead of you having to go to people? Then how do you overcome your fears? There are 6 fears of networking, right? And we'll be talking about, we'll help you discover which of the fears you have, and we'll help you overcome those fears right in this workshop, right? Then we'll help you get out of the trust trap. Everybody believes that, for some reason, people believe that we have to showcase trust, we have to build trust, we have to build trust in networking. No, trust does not work like that. There's something else you can use that will help you win customers over in a 10-15 minute conversation, and you don't need trust for that. Trust is very important, not needed here, right? Then if you identify yourself as an introvert, right, that you feel that you're a shy person, you can't have great conversations, you can't really start conversations or hold conversations, then we're going to tell you how can you start networking successfully even though you're an introvert, right? And then we'll talk about people science, the science of people. What is that people respond to? And once you understand this, you can build relationships with anyone, anywhere. And this is on just day one. Then we'll go to day two. We'll talk about goals. The science of goals we use is completely amazing. Goals are very, very important to be successful in networking, right? Then we'll talk about inbound effect. How can your business start to attract people rather than your business having to go after people? How can that happen, right? You'll be able to identify how much you have to network, right? You'll be able to identify who do you have to network with. You will be able to identify how can you do remote or virtual networking in these times, in the times of COVID, right? And you'll also, this is a huge problem that right now, even a lot of people said that I don't have time. I don't have enough time, right? So how do you create the time? How can you network despite being busy? How can you find that time? That is what we'll be talking about on day 2, right? And on day 3, we'll talk about this topic, networking with influencers and VIPs. In my philosophy, I believe that if there are 2 things you can do, you're at the top of your networking game. Number 1, if you can network with influential people, right? And number 2, if you can revive your broken relationships. If you can do these 2 things, you're at the top of networking game. And we're talking about how to network with influencers and VIPs on day 3. Then we're talking about how to sell in networking. How do you sell in a way that you don't sell and other people want to buy? We'll teach you that, right? Then referrals and follow-up. How do you get 4 times more referrals? And how do you follow up in the right way? We lose a lot of business because we don't follow up properly, right? And then how do you do online networking, right? How do you network on social media? We'll talk about that. Then how do you become a brand? Let me explain the meaning of brand to you. The day somebody comes to you and says the word networking and you think about Paritosh, that day I have become a brand in your mind, right? So just imagine what could happen if somebody said your area of work and the other person thought of you. How amazing recall value this would be, right? So we'll teach you how can you create that. Then networking platforms. If you're part of networking platforms, then what are the mistakes people are making? In any networking platforms, I don't know if you guys know this or not, only 10% people are actually profitable. 90% people are actually not making money there, right? Now, what are the mistakes that people make in networking platforms? If you're part of it, if you're not part of a networking platform, then we'll be talking about should you be joining them, when you should be joining them, when you should not be joining a networking platform, right? That kind of conversations will come up. And this is just a high level overview that I've given you of the 3 days, right? But before we talk ahead, I want to show you something, right? I want to show you that when we used to do this workshop offline, right, how this workshop used to look. I want to show you some pictures, right? So that you understand that this is not just any workshop. This is a super special, very, very, very carefully designed. Look at this. Look at the energy in the room, right? Look at the excitement. Look at the networking, right? Look at the fun that people are having, right? Where people are doing a lot of exercises. They're practicing a lot of things with each other, right? Friends are being made. A lot of here people are actually practicing how to talk to people, how to approach strangers and start having great conversations, right? This is the scale at which we do this workshop. And we're going to do it at a similar scale, even if you're doing it online, right? So it's going to be a high engagement workshop. It will not be the kind that you will be sitting and just learning. No, you will be participating, making friends here, right? Cool. Now let's talk about investment. Investment in this workshop is 4,999 rupees, which is all inclusive, taxes, etc. Everything is included in that, nothing more, right? There's also a VIP pass, which gives you additional benefits. I'll share the link with you. You can go and check it out, right? Now, this is all inclusive. And the best part is that we're giving you 100% money back guarantee. That by the end of day 1, if you feel that this is not the workshop that you thought it was, right? Or it is not giving you the kind of value that you really want to get out of this workshop, at the end of day 1, you can just tell us and we'll return you 100% money back. We'll not cut a rupee out of it, right? So this is about the workshop. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to also post the link to register for this in the chat, right? And here it is, right? Now we have close to 90, no, not close to, we have 93 registrations in for this workshop, right? And we're going to stop the registrations at 110. Okay, so only 17 seats are available for you to come in. So register right away, And the moment we cross 100, the prices are also going to go up. Okay, so register for this now. Abhishek, do you want to share your NRPN experience? You had attended this some time ago.
So when you were showing the pictures, Paritosh, I was just imagining that particular event when I was there, and I was just overwhelmed at there as well. Like, what is this? What was I doing? And मतलब अगर ये मैंने पहले कर ली होती, so before that I just completed a big project before attending that particular event. So मैं एक छोटा सा experience बताता हूँ अपना, like experiences. So at that particular time the ticket price was around 8,000 rupees, I guess, and in that particular thing it was all included. So 3 years back, so food was included and all, but I booked out there in the resort itself, so that was obviously additional. So I thought कि यार ठीक है, इतने का तो खाना खिला देगा ये, and अगर नहीं पसंद आया तो रिजॉर्ट में पड़े रहेंगे, 3 दिन मजे करेंगे. So that was the intention. And after the first quarter of day one, let me tell you, I was blown away कि भैया तू जो सोच के आया था ना कि तेरे को मजे करने हैं, तेरे मजे तो ये ले रहा है. and I was doing mistakes literally, like जो पहले हाफ मतलब पहले क्वार्टर में रिजॉल्व हो गया कि भैया अगर कर लिया होता ना पहले लास्ट ईयर मिल गए होते. And I was connected to Paritosh since 2015, like through a conversation in Chandigarh itself. Then I moved to Noida. So there, so that was experience कि पहले क्वार्टर में ही I thought कि like this is the place where I have to be and I'm here at the right time. And in 3 years, like it all changed. It all changed. And most of you people know me, and you have seen my growth, like how we people are growing, like as a brand, as a company, as an individual. So this is your time, guys. This is your time. That was my experience, and I would just say that, like, go for it and change your lives.
Well, thank you so much for that, Abhishek. Randir has just confirmed he's coming in. Randir, so amazing to have you joining in. Cool. Now, guys, are there any questions that I can answer for you? Maybe a question from the workshop today that we have conducted, or a question about the new rules of professional networking workshop that you have. Anything. Abhishek, can we allow people to unmute themselves now so that they can speak with us?
Okay. Yes, let me. Guys, you people can unmute yourself and ask anything from Paritosh, and that is a golden period for you people.
Thank you, guys. Any questions I can answer for you? No, I think Abhishek सबको सब कुछ समझ आ गया, which is very good. या तो सबको सब कुछ समझ आ गया, किसी को कुछ नहीं समझ आया.
And let me tell you, these people are like me, very confused. I guess so. I guess so. कि हाँ यार हो क्या रहा है, हम तो क्या कर रहे हैं. So I can get that कि they must be getting this kind of thing. So Ganesh, are you having any question for Paritosh?
No, I think Ganesh just joined in.
Just joined, yes.
Yeah.
So guys, any question from Paritosh? And Paritosh, let me tell you, like, I'm very excited for this online like event, because I know that you people are like putting so much effort, and this is going to be next level.
Yes.
Because the limitations will be
all
there
gone.
will be no limitations.
Yes, all gone. Absolutely. Fine. And the amazing thing is, Abhishek, people can actually be at the comfort of their home or their office. They don't have to travel. It is a lot safer than doing a physical workshop in this current time. And in this current time, Abhishek, our network has become all the more important for us.
Yes.
Because the rules of doing business, the rules of economy has changed. And one of the strongest things we can do is we can leverage our existing network to create the opportunities that we want. And we're factoring in that big time in this workshop.
Right.
Right.
And
cool.
And just wanted to share one more thing with the people and you, that last year was one of the most finest years for us. We haven't done business. So I am running my company from last 4 years, and we did more revenue in last year during COVID than the past 3 years. And that was, and maximum business was coming from our network only.
Yeah.
Yes, our existing network only.
Once a network is right, amazing things can happen.
Yes.
Amazing things. Cool.
Yeah,
Abhishek.
please. Shiv has question. Please, Shiv.
Sure.
Good evening, Paritosh.
Good evening, Shiv.
The size of the reference material you would be sharing for it?
What's the size?
Any reference material you would be sharing?
In the NRPN workshop?
And out, yes.
So we will be giving resources to you, which will be various documents with tools, exercises, those kind of things. And from, if you're saying the training content, that you'll be taking notes yourself. We don't have as such training content that we give out that you take notes on, but we will give you. So what's going to happen, Shiv, is the moment you join this workshop, you will get access to a members area, right? Let me show it to you. Give me 1 second, right? So it's being done in a very, very special way. And I'm going to bring this up. You'll be able to see it here. Right. So this is our online portal. You go here. The moment you register, you'll be able to come here. And I'll click on resume course. And the moment you come here you'll see a couple of things. So you'll see all the details about the session, right? What are the best practices that we're recommending, right? What are the date and times? How can you join the session, right? There's a VIP pass option, right? How can you contact our team for support? That is there. Then there are a lot of questions that people have. So what we've done is we've converted those questions into video answers. So there's a question that says, how will this full day session happen? So people wrote to us and they said, this is a work. How would the full day session happen? Will it not get boring, etc.? Right. So we've recorded video answers. All the questions that we're getting from people, we're recording video answers for them. And this is the section, NRPN resources, is where we will give you access to all the resources. Right. So we will be giving you various exercises, various tools as part of this. And all of those will be available in this section for you to download after the workshop. Right? That's how it's going to work. So in terms of notes, etc., that you'll be taking on your own, because we believe that people relate to content far better when they write it themselves. If I give the content in a book format, you will not be able to connect to it that way. We used to do that earlier, but then we stopped doing when people said that we want to write our own notes. This is what everybody said, because everybody understands it in their own context, right?
Valid point.
Yeah, right, cool. Thank you. Thank you, cool. All right, so I'm posting the link once again, guys. Please do come and register. Like I said, this is one of the most important skills of your life, right? Take out 3 days, free yourself, invest this time on yourself, right? Any more questions from anyone? Abhishek, I think you might have to post this link on the Facebook Live group.
Absolutely, Paritosh. Yes, yeah. I'll be doing
cool. Ciao. I think then we should call it a day, right? We've exceeded by 10-15 minutes, right? And I wouldn't want to stretch this any longer. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. I hope that this was valuable for you and that you're taking away at least one thing that you are going to implement from this session. Abhishek, thank you so much for organizing this, for hosting this.
Thank you so much, Paritosh, for coming here and being part of my network. Let me tell you, this is an amazing network, which you created, and thank you so much for being part of it.
My pleasure. Right. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
See you soon.